This video is about making this polka dot bowl with the heart feature ring. Before I get into the making process, let me show you something fun about this bowl. This is an LED submersible light, and kids of all ages just love playing with the lights on this thing. You can get white light, yellow light, red light, green light. It will rotate between them if you want. But like I said, kids of all ages love playing with the lights of it. So that's it for the fun part. Now let's get into the making. Okay, so according to my bowl plan, I need these segments to be 2 3/16 segment length and a 15-degree angle. So those are the kind of cuts I'm going to make, and the miter saw is going to determine the exact angle, but these lines help me remember which direction it's supposed to go. So I have all the cut marks marked on top. I'm going to start by cutting all of the right side, which is going this way. I'm going to start by cutting this piece in half, just so it's not trying to fall off the miter saw. I'll show a couple of cuts. So I have the right side of all of them cut. Now I'm going to focus on the left side. I have moved the miter saw over to 15 degrees this way. And I have this clamp set up both as a stop block and a hold down clamp to be able to do these. So I'll show a couple of cuts. So these are ready now to pour the epoxy in. Before I do that, I'm just going to check the fit. Real good fit. So I have the 14 hearts ready to fill with epoxy, and I have this new resin I'm trying out. It's supposed to be bubble free. I'm not sure I believe it, but I'm going to try it out. I'm going to make up 8 ounces of epoxy, and I'm going to tint it red and then pour it into these hearts. Well, that came out just about perfect on the quantity. So let that cure overnight, and I can start putting the ring together. So this is after the epoxy pour. I have to admit that epoxy is very good. I see almost no bubbles. I did get a little bit of epoxy kind of bled through the end grain. I just couldn't need to touch on the disc sander to get that off. Well, the heart ring is now ready for glue up. So I have Titebond Original here. I'm going to demonstrate cutting segments on this walnut ring. I have the wedgie sled set for 12 segments or 15 degrees. I have the stop block set to give me the length I need, which is 1.7 inches. And this is the same way I cut segments on every other ring on this bowl. So after cutting the segments, I need to drill a hole to pour the epoxy in. I've got a 1/2 inch Forstner bit, and I have this little stop block set up on an XY jig to get it in the center, clamp it, and drill it. Well, I am ready to do the epoxy pour for the polka dot bowl. These are all the rings. This is a ring, this is a ring, this is a ring, that one and that one. So there's 5 rings, but I'm going to pour them in colors going this way. So there'll be 4 different colors in each ring, three segments each. I'm going to make up one master batch of resin in this and then split it 4 ways so that I can put the colors in. So much like I did with the hearts, I'm using the disc sander to just take off any excess. Some have more than others. I really don't want epoxy on the glue, and I don't want it on the sides that go up or down, so I can't lay them flat. So I'll just be taking a little bit off. I'll just show. So each ring is made up of the 4 colors, which I have sorted into groups here. This one is green, blue, yellow, and orange. So what I want to do is alternate these. So this will be the bottom of the polka dot bowl, and this will be the floating ring in the bottom, or floating disc. It'll go in like this. I'm sneaking up on it. I gotta get maybe a 1/16 inch deeper. That's about perfect. I've got the floating bottom in, and I've sanded it flat, so it's ready for the next ring to go on. I glued this little piece on with CA glue and accelerator between tape. Okay, so I have the ring that I've flattened and ready to glue up on there. This gets put onto that center and down, and then I will put some weight on top of it. So I have the base and the first 3 rings glued on to the polka dot bowl, and I'm going to do a little bit of turning starting on the inside, and I'm just going to round this out a little bit. I'm getting a little bit of wobble as I turn the inside, so I'm going to turn the outside and round it out. Okay, I have flattened the feature ring, and I have turned the inside of this pretty much to a finished state other than sanding. I flattened this ring and ready to glue them together. Okay, so the feature ring is glued on. I am going to turn the outside to just round it out, and then turn the inside to be close to done. So the inside's turned, and all I need to do is finish turning the outside. I'm using this cone to stabilize things. So it's sanded and buffed down to 1,000 grit. And now for my favorite part is putting on the shine juice and see how it shows up. Oh yeah, that looks nice. I'm gonna put 2 coats of carbon wax on. Okay, I'm gonna start the cutoff process. And there it is, a little bit of sanding, and put some finish on the bottom, and it's done.